Hello, welcome, please stay. I am Attic in thy way, and this is what we're talking about today. You have been gone for 40 days now, 960 hours, 57,600 minutes, 3,456,000 seconds. Gone. These numbers of what we call time, of what we call order, within the fleeting mania, these are what we call life. These things are the points we climb from. Think of it like stepping stones that have risen above these grand and blackened oceans that you have. We step from one rock to the other without any thought of doing so, and yet sometimes we will find that one day, 1 hour, 1 minute, or maybe just 1 second, that is all that is needed. It takes just one singular second for us to plunge. Now it might take your foot, it might take your leg, but you better hope or pray or dream or wish, and certainly above all else, you must demand yourself. Demand that your eyes keep watch on that horizon. You can pull yourself up and keep on hopping from rock to rock, doing so however you wish, but it is important to remember that no matter how dry any one human may look, that ever dark, deep, and desperate, decadent, and hungering ocean, it had them. And no matter for how long, it had them. That toe might have dipped, but then that toe is gone forever. It isn't yours anymore. It isn't mine. It has sunk, and it is gone. If I tell you why I have been gone, I think the movie was good. In the cinema, I watched it, and I watched it with eyes too tired to live and too wide to sleep. It took 2 hours away, not from my life, but from the ocean I am in. Up the creek without a paddle is beyond me, and in fact it is beyond many others, despite how common of a saying it is. We are all drifting on no boats, no safety nets, no floaties or eyes, through the husk of an ocean which is somehow forever dying despite being dead several times over. Tell me when I see it. I see it and I can see myself. I see you sitting. I see it. I can see myself. See you seeing thus and thee. I can see the stones before I step upon them. I can see those stones jutting out of the waters. They are so far away, and yet I see them, their peaking heads and their eyes aghast, their mouths gasping at the sky as if it were the first bit of air they had ever breathed. I don't have it anymore, and that's the problem. When you know you had something, and that something, it was so subtle, you never knew you had it. But you knew it was good. It was so good and so subtle that it had no name. It just was. But there was nothing to do with it, as well as to do with you, and everything to do with nothing, for you to be everything. When you lose it, you rarely lose it by yourself. You don't drop it without being tripped. It can be taken, it can fall and shatter into so many sharp, bleeding pieces of yourself that there's nothing that can glue such a loss back. Where did it break, you might ask, and the simple answer is always the same with every question. It went under your ocean, not of water, but an ocean of absence, of void, hollow, nothingness, held aloft by strings so thin you'd think they could be hair. when not even the eyes of the deep can see. Just think of your ocean and how tempestuous it is, how all that carnage and madness has spilled into other oceans that you meet and find, or that you are found and acquired. My red is getting better and worse every day, and soon I may be getting it all back. Maybe one day I'll step on a stone and find something magical on it. Maybe something magical will step on me. Either way, I see it as a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win- Have to wait for the step, though. There are no promises about when I will next find you. Nothing I can do or say to be certain of anything, really. But one thing I can say, with absolute conviction and certainty, that movie was a solid 7 out of 10, maybe an 8. You? Thank you, listening me. Please forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, just remember, it gets dark down in the ocean, but you don't need eyes to swim.